Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to make a pencil skirt pattern. It is going to be very quick, easy and straightforward. Kindly subscribe if you have not done so. To my returning subscribers, thank you for always stopping by, and put on your notification bell because every week I share videos like this, so you don't want to miss anything on my channel. So without wasting much of our time, let's get into the video. So for this video guys, you'll be needing your tape roll, your pattern paper, your ruler, your marking tape. So those are the items you'll be needing, and let's get into the video guys. So I have gone ahead to place my pattern paper. So you just place a pattern paper that can accommodate your body measurements. So for this, I'll be using the top part of this pattern paper as my waistline. So that will be our waistline, and I'll be taking our measurements from that line. So the first measurement I'll be taking is my hip point or my hip line, which is 8 inches. So I'll just come here and I'll mark 8 inches, and I'll mark it on this other side as well. After that, we'll go ahead and take the length of this skirt. It's a short skirt, so the length is 19 inches, and I'll also place 19 inches on this spot as well. After doing that, I'll just connect it with my ruler. And I'll go ahead and label it. This is our waistline, this is our hip line, and this is the length of our skirt. So this is it. So let's go ahead and start drafting. So on the waistline, I'll go ahead and divide my waist measurement by 4, and I'll go ahead and place what I have there. So go ahead and measure your waist and divide whatever thing you have by 4 and place it there. And I'll add 1 inch for that. After this, now I'll come to my hip, and I'll measure my hip measurement. I'll take my hip measurement, I'll divide it by 4 as well, and I'll place it there. So I'll not be adding 1 inch for that for this hip, because our dart will not be getting to the hip. I only add his allowance, which was half inches. So on the length of this skirt, whatever thing you have on your hip line, so you just measure it like this, and depending on how tight you want your skirt to be, you can minus 2 inches, 1 inches, depending on how tight you want it, how penciled you want it to be. So in my own case, I minused 1 inches. So I just went ahead and placed it there, and I'll use my ruler now to connect all the lines together. And this is what we have. So after this, now we'll go ahead and take our dart. So for the dart, you measure your nipple to nipple measurement, then you divide it by 2. In my own case, it is 7, and dividing 7 by 2 is 3.5 inches. So on the waistline, I just placed 3.5 inches. And the dart on the front is usually about 4 inches. So I just marked 4 inches, as you can see, and I'll connect this with a straight line. So after that, I'll take half inches on both sides on the waistline. So you take half inches on this side and half inches on the other side as well. After that, go ahead and connect it to the length of your dart, which is 4 inches in my own case. And this is our front. So this is what we have. So this is what we have for our front pattern. So now for the so my pattern paper was not enough, so I'll go ahead now and add a pattern paper. So I'll be placing this pattern paper on the waistline. Just watch what I am doing, guys. So just, if your pattern paper is enough, let me not confuse you, just watch what I'm doing. My pattern paper was not enough, but if yours is enough, this part is really not necessary. So I'll just go ahead and place this pattern paper. So just go ahead and sew. After placing it, this is what it looks like. So now what we'll do is, on that waistline, the waistline, so I did this because my pattern paper was not enough, and it is necessary for our skirt, drafting out a basic skirt pattern. So on this waistline, this line here, we'll be going up by 1/4 inch. So you'll be going up by 1/4 inch. This is 1/4 inch, 0.75 there. So you go up by 1/4 inch from that your waistline like this. So you just place your tape on the waistline. So remember that the white pattern paper is my waistline. So you place your tape there and measure 0.75, and then I'll be extending the line, the waistline, to that 0.75 like this. So after extending the line, after extending this line now, the next thing we'll do is, from this line, we'll connect it to meet the tip of our waistline. That is the white paper, that is the tip of that white paper. The other side, yes. So go ahead and we'll connect it. So that line, it has to be a bit curvy. I don't know if you understand. It shouldn't be straight. It's not supposed to be straight. So just go ahead and connect it like this. And this is what we have. I hope you understand, guys. It's not difficult. So we just went out by 1/4 inch, and then we connected it to the tip of our waist line. And that's all for our front bodies. So the next thing we need to do is just to add half-inch stitching allowance on our pattern paper. So we'll go ahead now and add half-inch stitching allowance. So this stitching allowance is really not necessary. You can add it when you are cutting on your fabric, but in my own case, I just choose to add it on my pattern paper. So you don't have to, it depends on what you want, basically. So this is what we have. I added half-inch stitch allowance all over. We'll go ahead now and cut it out. So I only added 1.5 inches on the length of the skirt, as you can see, so that the other parts are, I added half-inches all over. And this is it for our front bodies. So you will remember to cut this part on fold. That's why I labeled it on fold. So we'll be cutting that part on fold. That means we'll be folding our fabric and we'll be cutting it. And this is our front pattern, super duper easy. Let's move to the back pattern, guys. So for the back pattern, the only difference I have here is on the zipper. You can see I added zipper allowance here for the back bodies, and I've gone ahead to rule my hip line, the length, and I went ahead to take my measurements, my waist measurement. I also add 1 inch for that, 1 inches, and I also took my hip measurement, and I also took the length of my skirt measurement, just the way we did for the front bodies. So I'll just go ahead and connect it, the points together. So after connecting the back, this is what it looks like. Now we'll come to our front, our waistline. to insert our dart. So from this zipper, from the zipper line, that's where we took all our measurement from, guys, from that zipper line. So the back that is around 5.5 inches, that's like the standard for a basic skirt pattern. And I'll go ahead now and connect it the way we did for the front, and I'll take half inches on both sides as well. Yeah, and this is what it looks like after I was done. So we'll go ahead and place our pattern paper just the way we did for the front bodies. So guys, I did this because my pattern paper was not enough. If it was enough, I wouldn't have done this, guys. So in case your pattern paper is enough, just go ahead and do it directly. So I'm just putting the paper in place. So after this now, we'll also take 1/4 inch from this waistline the way we did for the front. So you go up by 1/4 inch as well, and then the difference between the front and the back is after extending it this way, the difference is that on the skirt, the other side, this side of the skirt will be coming down by 1/2 inch. So we'll be coming down by 1/2 inch by this side, like so, and you connect it from here to that side. So in our front bodies, we did not come down by 1/2 inch. We just connected it direct, and that is the difference between the front and the back. So for the back, I came down by 1/2 inches and I connected it. So after that, this is what we have, and that is the difference between our front and our back pencil skirt pattern. So this is what we have. We'll go ahead now and add stitching allowance all over our pattern, just the way we did for the front bodies. So just go ahead and connect it this way. So after connecting it, I'll go ahead and just cut it out. So I'll just put this paper in place so that it will not move from where I want it to be. And guys, this is all for our back pattern. So we are basically done. So you can see how simple this drafting out this pattern is. So that brings us to the end of this tutorial, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to give me a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. So this is our bodies, this is the back, this is the front, and I hope you have learned one or two from drafting out your basic skirt pattern. Please do not forget to Tell me what you think in the comment section. If you have any suggestion, contribution, question, they are all welcome, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and till I see you in my next video, guys. Bye for now. Bye.